defecating on a United parade. Can we do it again? Let's do it. Alright, hello and welcome to MatchDayVlogs. As always, please remember to smash that like button and hit subscribe because it really does make a difference to the channel. How are we doing, Jack? You alright?
Yeah, mate. I was not expecting that opening. It was
just to be clear, I've just rushed from another show and I was thinking, I can't remember something witty to say. I thought of something, and then when I said that out loud, I was like, pretty sure I want that.
I don't think it was either, because it came out so far out of nowhere. I was like, maybe.
Sorry.
What was he gonna? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm great,
Sorry.
mate.
Sorry. Do you know what? This show might be the most misleading title of a show we've ever done because we've got so much to talk about.
Oh my god, mate! So much has happened. Like
I don't even know where we should begin.
I know. Oh
yeah, you're right. We should do that.
That's where we start. Cheers.
I've even got one with caffeine. Cheers.
Wow, I've got an extra large one from an offie.
Oh, look at that. Welcome, new member, Richard.
Oi, oi.
Welcome to the chat section. Membership gets you priority, but it also gets you backstage access to the show. So if you want to jump on, there is a StreamYard link in the members section on YouTube, so you can jump on the show and let us know what you think about the multiple things that we're about to talk about tonight. Of course, we are here to talk about the upcoming Newcastle game, but we can't ignore the fact of looking back at the United game, talking about the two new signings that we've had this week, and something happened last night. I mean, okay, it was against lower league opposition, but something happened.
Yeah, I heard rumours that Southampton won a game. I don't know how many. I'm not one to talk about large score lines. I like to forget about them as soon as they happen. So yeah, but I guess this one we can talk about a bit.
We can. But let's have a quick look back at United game. Super happy. I think we're all quite happy with the point. It was one of those games where you said during the game that if we were to nick a 1-0 win, that's exactly the performance that we needed to get it. And I was impressed. I was impressed with how together we were, with the Cornish Maldini that is Jack Stevens in our centre back role. Had a great game. It definitely wasn't a foul. And that was out to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Jurgen Klopp, and Brendan Rodgers, who believed it was a foul.
And Graham Souness, I do believe.
Well, you can't agree with anything Graham Souness says, can you?
That lets you know what camp you're in. Yeah, yeah. I was very happy by the TikTok you put up of us reacting to the goals, of my reaction to that challenge. I was like, yeah, even at the time, I thought I knew how I felt about it. So yeah.
Do you know what? Just as a special treat for anyone that didn't see it, I have actually got that clip. I'm going to play it now. But there's a beautiful moment here that I really want everyone to acknowledge. This is the first goal that we've experienced with a full capacity crowd at St Mary's since February of 2020. So this release that we had at St Mary's was just unreal. And to Shay Adams and the little bit of Fred's boot, we're eternally grateful for this moment. Just have a watch of this. What a moment.
I had a headache. I had the real pressure headache of just, you've shouted way too much.
What an atmosphere, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I think for us to get the first goal was just, what a feeling. I did feel it was quite tense in the stadium for the opening 15, 20 minutes or however long before the goal. The United fans are very loud.
a bit disjointed from the St Mary's crowd, but as soon as that went in, it was all good. It was the atmosphere was there the entire game, even after the the equaliser, they were still there. So it was amazing.
And just to answer Chele's question, who keeps touching you in that clip? That is my daughter. He was worried that I was going to actually jump, and I'll be honest with you, I was. I seriously did consider it, but thinking I wouldn't be able to clear the disabled section below us, but I could have been crowd surfing. I was that elated by that. But
I did notice it as you went up before me. I was like, he's going quite high. Maybe I should calm down. Oh, he's vaulted. What's going on? Like,
I was off. That was just waited too long for that. And we've really missed live football with fans. And I think, I put up a TikTok earlier, and you can audibly hear like the chance of where Armstrong nearly put us 2-1 up. There is always this split second or millisecond of silence, and then either or like and it's just those moments.
Just peak performance, isn't it? It's just it just makes you feel so good. Like, we went to the friendly and that was fun, and we went to the B-team game and that was fun. Nice to watch it, but it wasn't that. No. It wasn't that atmosphere.
And to put one over, I mean, I think United perhaps didn't play. This is Manchester United we're talking about at the moment, by the way. Didn't quite play up to their normal capacity, but there was still quality on the pitch. I mean, there was a couple of moves from Pogba that I was thinking, that's what 80 million quid gets you,
Yeah, I think it was Ollie's the poor decision making that really tied the game off for us. Really, when you go back and watch it, Pogba was kind of tearing us apart when he was running at us and be able to dictate play. It was something else, and then Ollie sort of brought him back a little bit, made him play that number 6 role, sit slightly deeper, and suddenly it was just pressure off, and we could sort of come into the game a lot more. So it was, they just let us play. And if it was for a bit more creation, maybe in the midfield, just have it a bit more fluidity, kind of like what happened at Newport. Understandably, it's Newport, but to get a bit of confidence up in the middle of the park, get them passing, be a bit silky smooth.
Absolutely,
I think we're gonna be all right. I think here's a nice thing. You look at last night, and you look at United. We've got finishers. We've got people who can score goals and get on target, and so there's no excuse for goals not going in. But it's creating them chances.
It is. And speaking of confidence, how about it for this guy? I put up this image on Twitter, and I very daringly captioned this, and I think it was Ryan actually put on there. It says, "Oh mate, you do that again, my mate Oreo will snap you." I thought that was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But man, what a performance from Jack Stevens! And
I think that picture is probably one of our most liked Instagram posts as well from that week.
Oh really?
Yeah, I put woke up in a sweat last night thinking Jack Stevens was after me, but I remember my name wasn't Bruno.
Poetic. I love it. Absolutely love it.
And there was one in our Instagram story that was a lot not as clean as that, and I'm glad you missed it.
Was that the one with the Limp Bizkit track?
It was, and I couldn't hear I was putting that Limp Bizkit song on in the car, and I couldn't hear it. I was like, I think I've got the instrumental. And I got home, I was like, oh no, you've missed it. You've got the vocals in there.
Oh, look at that! Chat turning Insta over to a little bit spicy, but that's fine. That's
what Jack Stevens does to me.
And also, we got a thumbs up at full time. We're doing this.
That was definitely. I mean, that was we saw it.
Yeah, he
Us
did
and the boy.
He mirrored this, so we knew.
So Jack Stevens confirmed as appearing on the Matchday Vlogs any time now. Just gonna start having to hit him up.
Yeah, definitely. Always welcome on the show. Yeah, absolutely. So fantastic. Well, we can put the United result to bed, but all in all, decent point. Have it. So we've had a couple of other announcements. Thierry Small.
We've got another left back.
How weird is this?
We've got
options in the left back position. Actual options, not reserve A and reserve member team B.
It's crazy, and I see really good things from him from Everton fans. Apart from the fact he sort of seemed to push his way out through this of the contract that he was in, whatever that situation is. That's the only sort of downside. But he looks wicked, and a lot of people are after him.
Yep.
And the stuff that he's saying, everyone's got a Twitter team, but I always think there's a bit of them in it, really. But all good stuff. Not as good as the next guy's Twitter game. That really impressed me. It really took my socks off. But I'm just so happy that Thierry's here.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's obviously looking for first team football, and I think the likes of being able to sort of contest for first team football at St Mary's was a lot more of an attractive option rather than being a plan C or D over at one of the big clubs, whoever they may be. But I spoke to a few Everton fans, and they were kind of like mixed emotions. Apparently, his work ethic over there, according to them, was a little bit hit and miss. But do you know what? If you're a player and you believe in yourself and you're not getting first team football, you're always going to have that, aren't you? I mean, you'd be shocked if someone didn't have a sort of a negative approach to what was going on at the club they're at that time, if they ultimately want to be playing football at the highest level. And I think this move makes a lot of sense for him. So happy that Thierry Small is with us, and certainly to have an option as well as Roman Peru, as well as we saw Kyle Walker-Peters can play in the left back position.
Yep.
And Livramento can also play on the left side, apparently. It's just giving us a massive amount of options. So super excited about this one.
Yeah, it's just like you say, it's just pure depth in the squad, and it's another youngster. And if the recruitment's as good as what we've seen so far with youngsters, bring it on. Yeah. I kind of trust them so far.
Yeah, and then news broke yesterday morning. Was it yesterday morning?
Yeah, it was yesterday. We all sort of knew it was going to happen any time now. So it was just waiting for the man to be in the shirt. There he is.
I don't think he's that big in comparison to Thierry Small, by the way. That's not an actual size thing, because he looks absolutely huge there.
I mean, he is called the Gorilla, so let's
on the floor. Absolute beast. Look at him.
He's a weapon, isn't he?
Yeah.
We've got a Brazilian for 7 million. How about that?
Was it 7 million?
I think so. Yeah, 7.5.
Oh, okay. All right.
Great. Another great another centre back option. So is that? Is that three? How many is that? Four starting centre backs we could possibly have now. Stevens, Bednarek, Salasu, the Gorilla,
and Simiu,
and Simiu still got to come through as well.
Yeah.
We got depth in the back line.
I mean, a lot of people don't realise this, but Salasu was the replacement for Vestergaard, wasn't he? He was bought a replacement for Vestergaard, and then Vestergaard sort of hang on for one more season. So really, it's a bonus signing. But I still look back at this transfer window and think we've had a stonker. But we always seem to have pretty decent transfer windows. But I can't remember a better one than this, and that's after losing Bertrand, Vestergaard, and Danny Ings.
Yeah, that sounds like a huge, ridiculous chunk out of our squad, and no wonder more than half the pundits in this country are like Southampton are going to struggle this season because of the big losses. It's like, are they not taking into account this, and this, and this? Like, is it 8 signings? That's the thing. We've got 8 signings, and last night at the Newport game, we had 9 changes from our team on the weekend. And it was still a completely recognisable team that you could see starting at this. So there's so much been added to our squad. What did we say at last season? What was our downfall? Depth. Mm-hmm. We lost all the depth in the world when we didn't have it. No players on the bench. The second half of the season. Yeah. And now look, fully stocked. Like who else has got 8 players in?
Yeah, absolutely. Comment here from Mark, new member Mark. Hopefully he will improve our defensive heading, which is still poor. Yeah, certainly the likes of Vestergaard going out, then it means that we've got a bit of a gap. And how tall is this guy? Do you know?
I don't. I take a look at. I think Brozier is 6'2". That's what I looked at earlier on because I thought he was quite tall. So he's a nice tall option to go. But I don't know how tall. Lianco is.
Yeah, Lianco height. I'm not Googling whilst I'm on the show. I'm definitely not doing that. I am doing that.
He is 1.88 meters, so whatever that is in feet.
I I hate when they do that. What is that? 6'2".
6'2". There you are.
Same height as me.
There you are.
Same height as me. Oh, and in case anyone's wondering what the Saints Oreo thing is at the beginning of this, on YouTube, it will actually put up a picture of Romeo in the chat, but on this, it seems to get confused by it. So Mark is making use of the emojis in the members section, which they do work on YouTube, but just sadly not on this. Thierry, not so small indeed. So all in all, we're very happy with this. Do you think he could be starting this weekend?
I don't know.
Going to have one training session today, maybe another one tomorrow.
I think it's he probably not. I think it'll be he'll be one of the ones that will take time to settle in, because Stevens is playing really well right now. I think we all agree Stevens is doing some good stuff. And I think exactly, and I think Salasu's had a couple of good games as well. So I think it's hard to take him out of the squad. And then you've still got Bednarak sat on the bench, and now you've got so there's competition for place. But because of the way we play and Ralph wants the press, there will be players that will be tired, and it'll be not good to just have rotation, so we're not getting injuries again this season from people overplayed. So I doubt he's going to come in straight away.
Yeah.
But who knows?
Who knows indeed? I mean, I think Newcastle offer a different kind of threat up front, so maybe we might need centre backs with lots of pace. So maybe Bednarak comes back in the side. I don't know. But you look at what we did on Sunday afternoon and think, why would you tinker with that? Why not just start with the same 11? And,
I mean, there's also the chance that maybe, last year when we went to Newcastle, that is when we played 3 at the back.
At home.
At home, yeah, and that worked to a good measure. And I think that there might be a chance that Ralph might think, oh, we need to tie this game off again. So we see that 3 at the back system come in again in the game. So it might not be that he starts this weekend, but you never know. We might see him come on in the second half.
Yeah.
So I feel like Ralph's now going to be using that a lot more as an option to tie the game off. And what he wants is solid centre backs who can all play together and to tie it off. So maybe not see him start, but we could see him eventually.
Yeah. No comment here from Mark. We'll love to see a change of fortune in James Park. Lost the last 4 apparently. Yes, we have. And those last two, the last 2 were, I think we lost 2-1 and didn't really deserve to lose 2-1. And then there was that freakish game after we came off a very heavy defeat off somewhere in Lancashire and went to St James's Park. And even though they had 9 players on the pitch, we still couldn't get an equalising goal, and that ended 3-2 to Newcastle, which is very sad.
We just don't have luck there. Steve Bruce just has the magic monkey hand when we seem to come to town, and I don't like it.
The magic what?
The magic monkey hand. You never see that Simpsons episode when they got the magic monkey hand and they make the wishes?
Actually, yes. Sorry.
Exactly. You don't know that episode? It's a Treehouse of Horror, and it's great. The aliens end up invading, and Mo wishes for a giant bat with a nail in it to scare him off. It's great.
Love it. Can't wait for you to send me that clip.
I will.
Dan Hudson, Absent were in for a number 6. Ooh.
Yes, he did at the press conference. At the end, he said that he thinks that he says that the team is where they want it to be. It's in a really good spot, and it's good as it is. But there could be a possibility that we're still weak in the number 6 role.
Yeah.
So maybe we might go in. I think if there's some, I think it's one again. It might be like one of those Minamino deals where it's like, well, this is a bit too good to pass up, and it might work, and it's a good deal for everyone.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to be that important, especially now that Ralph knows that Elianusi can play at number 6 because he played quite a bit of number 6 at the end of the last game against Newport last night. So,
okay,
who knows? It's probably unlikely, but he I put it this way: he doesn't usually say it if there's not something going on.
Right. Okay. But don't get too excited. We're not going to get Pogba on loan. No.
I doubt it.
But I even brought this clip from last night. Look at that. What a celebration.
Taylor's
celebration as well. The little flip landing. with his arms thrown out. Do you know what? Last night's game, though, as amazing as it was, that we the biggest ever home, ever away victory in the club's history, but it's still against. Is it League One?
League Two, I think.
League Two.
I think so.
The same league as Portsmouth, isn't it?
No, they're League One, I think, aren't they?
Are they?
I don't know. Who knows where they are
He's
anymore?
sending me the monkey hand.
I didn't make it up. I'm not crazy.
It looks very magical with the yes. Okay, thank you, Jack. Thank you for sending me that clip and validating. Anyway, back to the show.
You're welcome.
But yeah, it was an amazing victory. Great to score so many goals. But I'm just a little bit worried that Ralph might look at that and go, I can start this squad against Newcastle on Saturday. I don't think he will. But I just think he might maybe get a bit of headway from this that's probably a little bit flattering for what it was. Just my opinion.
I think the one that you'll be scared the most of is probably did Diallo played last night, didn't he? Yeah, sure I saw highlights of it. So yeah, I think if Diallo impressed, I think you might see a bit more of him, because we keep questioning why he keeps coming on as a substitute about 70 minutes. Like, what's he adding in the final 30 minutes of this game that you wouldn't be better off seeing a more attacking player, bring to the squad? So who knows on that one? But I think we're definitely going to see Elyounoussi start.
Ooh,
maybe not against Newcastle.
Okay.
Maybe not enough turnaround. But here's the thing, mate. Was it three assists and 3 goals?
Yeah.
It was very good. And it was a bit silky liquid football, even though it was, I know we're all saying that it was Newport, but it was Brentford last year, and we got knocked out to them. I know that obviously Brentford, we all know how good they are, but we were still losing to lower league opponents last season. So this is a continuation. We've not been knocked out of the League Cup first round. So
hold my calls. Weston McKennie is available again.
Apparently so. That's something you can get too excited about. I'm trying not to think.
Visible excitement.
Listen, you need to think more Oxlade-Chamberlain, because that's where that's where your levels need to be. Because Weston McKennie would just be way too much excitement for us.
I couldn't handle it. If we got Weston McKennie in this transfer window, I'm getting lightheaded.
Do you know what? I would love it, because there's a crop full of players. Weston McKennie's one of them. Dennis, who just went to Watford from Club Bruges. Fabian Silva, who went to Wolves last year from Porto. There's certain players that I've seen highlights of, and I quite like the looks of it. And I'm always like, and I always hear something linked with them at the end of the season, and then nothing comes from it. And I was just like, well, mate, if we can just get one of them, that would be amazing. And Weston McKennie is one of them. But I will be honest, Adam Armstrong was also one of those people for me as well. So it's I can't be too greedy. I still know where I am.
But that would be good. Where is it? Is it Juventus, isn't he? Is that right?
So he went from Juventus to, who did he go? It was a championship side. And if I don't
Weston McKennie. We're googling on the show again, aren't we?
Yes, we are. We are. Hold on. I've got this. This is going to be fine. This we all know. This is how it all works. Oh yes, So Juve. Yeah. That's it. Sorry, I saw him linked to a side in, or maybe I just bought him on FIFA from another side. That's it. Yeah.
You bought him on FIFA.
Yeah, maybe I bought him from FIFA. Maybe that's where I remember that from. But no, Juve.
Do you know
but then again, Lamina looked good from Juve, didn't he? Look what happened. So.
No, but this is different.
It's different now. We're in a different time now.
Yeah.
The fact that we probably got all 8 of these players probably cheaper than we had Lamina for.
Yeah, that's the great thing about it. I mean, if I can't believe Tottenham are going to spend 40 million on him. They're not going to chuck that much money out, are they? But can you?
They're pretty desperate.
Yeah, but they got to spend a lot of money on trying to keep Kane happy now, haven't they? I mean,
he's got a gentleman's agreement. He's staying. He's going to take the same money. He's going to eat all of those words that he said.
No, he's going to be on 400 grand a week.
Sorry, Mr. Levy. Oh.
He's going to be on 400 grand a week before the end of the
year. City are going to sign Mbappe and go and absolutely tear him up.
Do you know what though? There's a lot of transfers going around at the moment that are just absolutely that are not happening because agents are literally ruining it. I mean, the likes that I really wanted to see Erling Haaland in the Premier League. I really wanted that, but the fact that his agent wants him to be on £820,000 a week. £820,000 a week. Just put that in perspective. That's a lot of money. I mean, that's way more than the entire weekly wages of many clubs in the Premier League. I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous to think that he's holding out for those kind of wages. And the unfortunate thing about it is he's going to stay at Borussia Dortmund, which is great news for Borussia Dortmund, but it's just terrible for poor old Erling Haaland, which he should be playing in either Man City or Chelsea, in my opinion. But
then sack your agent, bruh.
yeah. But, sadly, they will hold out for that and end up at either a PSG, which as much as I'm impressed to see their lineup, you're still thinking, well, it's ridiculous. I saw on one podcast, they said it's a bit like the Avengers showing up to try and sort out Raoul Moat. Sort of a bit of an overkill thing, really.
The thing about it is like at a certain point, like how is Poch going to be able to manage all of those sort of players? Because we know what sort of squad Poch likes, and that is the sort of takes a bit of effort to rebuild it. He's going to build the squad from scratch. Go on. Then look at him. He didn't do it last season. Didn't even win the league last season. Jose Fonte ruined it for him.
Well, this is it. This is the beautiful thing about football is the fact that you can have. I mean, we saw it on Sunday. The difference between an £80 million player and an £8 million player is not 72 million, is it? It's minute amounts, and really sort of anyone in their day can really take it home. But
so hopefully it will get to a point where shirt sales don't matter, and it all comes down to being on the pitch, because it'll get to a point where you look at that, it'll be a bloated PSG squad that still won't win the Champions League. I look at that squad now, even with Messi, and I think, nah, they won't win it because there won't be a squad. I look at the English teams. I agree. I think United could go there and beat them.
Mm-hmm.
I think Liverpool could definitely go there and beat them. City could, because City is bloated as City are as well. There's still more of a squad there to it, and I think that's why people give City more of a pass than PSG, because they win a very competitive league, and that's usually their reason for not being able to win the Champions League. But PSG, they could feel, they do regularly feel like B teams in the league because they don't have to try.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
it is a crazy, crazy world, and I think that's more than Ronaldo and Messi earn in a week. Yeah, Ronaldo's pushing for a deal. I mean, that's effectively because Juventus haven't got the money to pay Ronaldo's wages and are trying to get him off the books with a year left on his contract.
But you're saying that about 25 million quid. You're saying about Weston McKennie, like Spurs wanting 40, and like Ronaldo's 25 mil. So let's all base our prices around that. This is very much like FIFA in the fact that you see, like you play like 5 seasons of it, and suddenly you're like, oh, Ronaldo's 10 mil and he's now 76 rated because he's now 52 in the game. It's like, oh, I'll just pick him up for 25 mil. That's easy.
Yeah,
How much can the wage be?
It is nuts, but it will be down to the wages, and I think. But the crazy thing about the Messi thing, and we will get back to talking about the Newcastle game at the weekend, I promise. We've just gone on a bit of a tangent with so many things that have been going on. The crazy thing about the Messi thing is the fact that I think within the first what is it, 20 hours of the shirts going on sale, they recuperated the funds they needed to pay for Messi. They sold that many PSG shirts.
Yeah, it makes sense. Here's the thing with the thing with that is, right, it's this massive trifecta of, not only is it a Messi shirt, it's a PSG shirt, so they always look good and it looks fine. So those two things are great. But on top of that, it's an Air Jordan shirt.
Yeah.
You're like, it's not even a Nike shirt, it's an Air Jordan shirt. Like, it's cool on cool on cool. Like, it's everything. Of course, people who have never watched a game of football will wear that shirt. Like, that's just like a Nirvana smiley face T-shirt. You don't have to listen to them, but to wear that shirt, I mean, you're going to see it everywhere.
Exactly. I think Michael Jordan actually picked up 7 million quid on like the first 24 hours of trading as well. So
love that.
Happy days.
Go on, MJ. He ain't going to take that personal.
Decent bit of business. But, if we are in for a central defensive midfielder, I'd love that. I think, perhaps it also just to say that maybe Ralph doesn't think Diallo is a decent enough second choice option as at the moment. Maybe he wants a bit more competition for that sort of defensive midfield role, because we have a lot of attacking midfielders and we don't have a lot of defensive minded midfielders. But I don't know. We shall see. We should get on talking about the Newcastle game.
Oh yeah, there's a good game on at the weekend, isn't there?
So we are heading up to 30 minutes into the show. I'm sure we did mention it at the beginning of the show, but I did warn everyone at the start of the show.
At some point we did. There's a lot to talk about.
There's so much to talk about. We're trying to do this all in one show. It's just ridiculous. This is like 7 shows. But
we're going to have to put timestamps in it.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
He will. Don't worry, guys.
I will do that. You're right. I will. So looking ahead, St James's Park, we don't seem to have much success there. How do you see this one going in terms of the lineup, Jack?
I have no idea, really.
Unchanged?
I would say pretty much unchanged from what we saw against United.
Armstrong's out. Small Bones out.
Yeah, those two are out. I know, to anyone that thinks Armstrong's going, hopefully that puts ends to the rumours that he's trying to leave. It's not that. He's got a calf injury.
Scotland squad.
As soon as if people are saying, "Oh, he wants to leave, he's homesick," and it's just like, well, he's just pulled out the Scotland game, so even if he was injured, people are like, "Can't go. I'm going to go anyway," like just to hang out. So no Armstrong for a while. Yeah, but I don't think it'll be too much different. Shea, Armstrong, Gineppo, Romeo, Ward-Prowse. And it's that other side. I'm like, maybe you could see Teller come in.
Yeah,
maybe you could see Teller. Just I want it to be just attacking. Maybe you could see Redmond come in. Redmond seemed to have a really good game as well last night. So
yeah,
who knows? Who knows? And then I guess Livramento to start. Who would have? I can't believe I'm at this point now. Livramento to start. Peru on the other side. Please start Forster. I know he's not. I know he signed a contract, but that's because Forster's paid too much. But
yeah,
we'll see.
Do you know that is a massive problem, because Forster's used to be on 120 something K a week.
That's where we're at.
So you've got
offer one of them. You've got to offer one of them a contract because you don't want them going for free, and you need to get a new keeper in. But the better keeper is on a lot more money. So it's it's a decision to be made. But as long as you've got Forster, he's just a better shot stopper.
Yeah. Just while we're talking about Scott, I see your question as well about James Ward-Prowse being for England, but I'm just going to bring this one. Dale, you mentioned the keeper situation. We literally just did, Mark. Sorry about that. Fraser did not accept a reduced contract. Is that why Alex McCarthy is number one? Form-wise, Fraser is better. I would agree with this. And I think it's a difficult thing of financial football management situation here, where effectively you've been turning up for work for the last 5 years and you've been on a certain amount of money, and then suddenly your boss tells you, you know what, we'd like you to do that, but for half. Are you all right with that? You're right. We're going to cut your salary in half. Are you happy with that? You're not going to be happy with that, and I think it's really a situation where you've got to look at this as with a business hat on and say, okay, well, like you say, you don't want to lose both of them on free, so you've got to give one of them a contract. And so who do you give? The one who's prepared to sign it at that level, isn't it?
Yeah. Or you let them both go for free, and you just have big old Calvin in goal for a couple of games. Dust off the gloves, boy.
Yeah, but I think the fact that Ralph has come out and said this, it will show that McCarthy is his number one choice, isn't it?
But it also says to me that he's number one choice, but we're looking for a replacement. So step your goddamn game up for once. Like it's just frustrating. It's just frustrating.
Yeah,
United goal was right at him.
But it did go through a lot of players' legs.
It was right at him.
Including McCarthy's.
It was right at him.
Okay, it was right hand. You're right.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin goal would literally hit him in the chest. They still won it.
Yeah, it trickled in. It was devastating to watch.
And he didn't dive against Leeds. So,
are you still on that?
Yeah.
So am I. Every night. Every night.
It's fine. It's fine.
Come on, we're supposed to be supportive fans.
Hey, we won 8-0 last night. I'm forced to play, but we won 8-0 last night, so there's good things to talk about, you know. So, you know.
Right then. Should we move on quick? Is there any players at Newcastle that you're particularly worried about?
You've always got you got the threat, and I'm going to try and guess them. Is one of them Joe Willock?
It's not actually.
Oh wow! So it's St. Maximum then, and Callum Wilson.
That's the one.
Oh, okay. So there's 3 people to be afraid of, and obviously, is Lord Voldemort still there? He still plays for him, right?
John Joe Shelby.
Don't say his name.
Oh, stuff you come up with. Have you said that on the show before?
I'm sure everyone said that, haven't they? Everyone said that about him, no?
Yeah, I'm worried about St. Maximin because of his pace, and Callum Wilson because he's a goal scorer, isn't he? You know, he had a couple of chances to put the game in Newcastle's favour against Villa. I don't want to talk about that game too much. I sound like a jealous ex-girlfriend talking about that Villa result, but there we go.
Why? I mean, you've got. But why? You've got Armstrong. Elyounoussi just scored a hat trick last night, mate. Did Danny ever score a hat trick for us?
It's true. You raised an excellent point.
Elyounoussi better.
Yeah. Wow. That would be a stat. If anyone in the chat section can let us know who was the last Southampton player to get a hat trick.
Oh, let's see if I can guess it. I'm going to say Mane.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I'm going to say it's that long ago. Maybe Mane. I can't think of a game where we scored that many goals.
The Sunderland one. Let's see if anyone's in the chat session. Yeah, someone else going for Mane as well. Lord of Voldemort is apparently injured. Mane, everyone's going with Mane. God, nice work, Jack. Look at that.
Pow! I've got to do.
I renamed these stat man.
I've got to do a Leicester Till I Die quiz on the 31st. So everybody tune into that and watch all my knowledge come in to play.
Fantastic. What night is that? 31st.
31st. Yeah, that's why can he do the
the transfer show.
Yeah, the transfer show, the rants one. Well, so
could be a late night one.
There's so much football content for you guys to watch. You're so lucky.
Mark's getting involved with the Voldemort talk. Voldemort's injured, apparently. There we go.
That's what happens when you put all the Horcruxes together or whatever happens in those movies.
Yeah. Don't say his name. Oh, it's fun chatting with you guys. Right. Someone, Saint194 believes someone got one since Mane. God, everyone's going to be racking their brains for that one.
Where's Statman? Where is the actual Statman? He would know.
Indeed. Well, let's crack on to our favourite part of the show, which is... Can't remember where I put it. There it is. Boom. Score prediction section of the show. Right, whilst me and Jack are bumbling through our score predictions, let us know what your score predictions are in the chat section, and we'll get straight onto those right after you've heard ours. But please do not be swayed by ours. We don't want them to warp your ideas for this game. Anyway, Jack, is it your turn to go for... I always say this. Is it your turn? My turn?
I think it is my turn this week. Right. I think you went last time. So I'm going to say 3-1 Southampton. I said it. I would have said 3-0, but McCarthy's still out. So every time if I know McCarthy's, if I know that if we don't buy a new keeper, I will always at least put one in our net.
Wow. I like that.
I think 3-1. Nice positive game.
Goal scorers? Can I push you for the goal scorers?
Yeah, it's gonna be an Adam Armstrong brace and a James Ward-Prowse free kick.
Oh wow! So
here's the thing: Do you want to know how I know we're going to win? It's because I'm going to be at a festival this weekend, so I probably won't be able to watch most of the game. So therefore, it will be a bouter.
I know, right?
That's the way it will go.
What did I say last week? I said, Jack, let's go to Newport. It'd be fun. You're like, no way.
And I argue that even with an 8-0 win, it
really. Come on.
No, because when
let's go to Newport. Let's go to Wales. It'd be fun. It'll be fun. It's a weeknight. It's a school night. Let's go. Let's go.
There's still tickets left for Newcastle. Want to go there? That's a good game.
Yeah, that would be a fun one to go to. If I could fly there, I'd go. I won't fly there. Should we fly there next season?
If I could fly. Monkey paw, mate. Monkey paw, second wish.
So you are going for a 3-1. 3-1. I like it. I like it a lot. I like the fact that you're thinking Adam Armstrong's going to score against his previous club. And get a brace, even.
And he's going to kiss the badge.
Oh. He is a Geordie, though.
He's going to kiss the badge. He's going to kiss the badge.
Are we doing our shirt? If he scores a brace and kisses the badge, are you getting a shirt with someone on the back?
Yep.
Are you?
Yeah, sure. I will get a black Adam Armstrong shirt if he scores a brace and kisses the badge.
Love it. Of course, we got the credit back from the game on Sunday, so I don't believe you can spend it in the club shop, but you can use it for other tickets and other games, stuff like that.
Did we?
Yeah, you're getting the credit. Did you not read the email? Shall I read the email to you?
I didn't.
I'm going to get onto my score prediction.
Do you know what? I automatically assume is like, yeah, everyone apart from me will probably get a refund.
I've got the email up here, so I'll read that after my score prediction. Do you know what? I think it's going to be 2-1 to Southampton. I'd love for it to be 3-1 because I'd love for it to be comfortable towards the end. Not that sort of like, oh my goodness, we're only one goal ahead, or we're holding on. But I'd love it to be 3-1. But I can just see this game being a 2-1. I can see us conceding. Just the fact, they had a frustrating night against Burnley last night. They made 8 changes to their lineup against a full strength Burnley side. They had majority of the chances on goal, and desperately unlucky not to get a goal in the 90 minutes. But unfortunately went out on penalties. And then Brucey saying that he actually wasn't running the cup. Well, don't make 8 changes. Sorry, his pen just died.
No, it was. I think it was a charger or something. I don't know. Something fell. Might have been a snark. Who knows? But no, I just feel like Brucey's just not a great manager, is he?
He's yeah. He kind of just does a one-trick thing. So let's hopefully we can break down.
Hey, it looks like Ralph's got 2 tricks now. So
yeah.
It's only right now in this stream that I've realised I'm wearing a green on my t-shirt, and it's doing the background. Okay, good.
I thought I read last season's home kit. Like I said, I was on the previous show and wanted to wear a bit of red. Here it is. Yeah, so I'm going 2-1. I can see Callum Wilson getting their goal, and do you know what? I can see a Ward-Prowse free kick and an Adam Armstrong goal.
Wow, I like it.
Wilson, Adam Armstrong, James Ward-Prowse. Not in that order. I think we'll score first.
Will there be an occasion where we don't see Adam start? Will there be a point where we see Brozier and Armstrong start?
No.
No?
Not right now. Not right now. Just because I think...
No, I know the partnership's great, and I wouldn't want to change it right now, but it's also a weird thing to look at and be like, oh, there's a little bit of depth in the striker position. Because last year, there wasn't depth in the striker position at all.
Yeah. I wasn't at the game last night, but I think Brozier kind of looked, dare I say, Pele-esque.
Yep.
Is that fair?
Yep. Tall guy, just gets on the end of things, in the right positions, fox in the box.
It does indeed. Right, so let's, you've heard our score predictions. Jack's going for a 3-1, I'm going for a 2-1. Both Southampton wins. Let's get through some of these. This high life, really. 9-0 Saints. Love to see it. Love to see it.
Obviously.
Love to see it. Scott Johnson's going with me with a 2-1 to the Saints win. George Kirby's going 3-2 Saints. Of course, that was the result going the other direction last time we played there. I They ended with 9 players on the pitch. Remember that?
Yeah, let's not talk about it. I remember from
Jack
that awful
Stevens
video.
right back.
I remember we made that video where we went over every game and it was terrible.
Nobody puts the Cornish Maldini in the corner.
They did that now.
They did. They stuck him in right back. Don't do that. Don't stick him there. Davis going for a 2-2. Mark is going for a 2-2 just for Jack. Jack loves a good draw.
Get out.
Come on, he's a new member. Give him a chance. Come on.
Oh, welcome back. Welcome to the club. Sure, get out. Really, thanks for coming. Thanks for being here.
This high life would take an 8-0. Would love that. Finbar's going 2-0 Saints. Yeah, I think it's a good shout. I'd love to see that. Nicholas Dempsey, if the performance is anything like last week, then 3-1 Saints. I think that's a good shout. I think if we were unchanged from Sunday, which there's every chance we will be, it's entirely possible. Dexter Venom's going for 1-1. I think there's people worried to put draws in because of you, Jack. But
but they shouldn't be putting draws. They should be back in their team. Dexter, get out.
Maybe put like with score predictions with the heart and with the head. Are you allowing that, Jack? Is that good? All right, moving on. Ollie Cooper, I think it's going to be a tough as we're away. I think it's a 1-0 win to us. Adam Armstrong against his old club. Oh, wouldn't you love to see that? What have I done there? I've just scrolled miles past.
He's broken it.
Matthew Emerson's going for 2-1 to the Saints. James, I don't care as long as we win. It will be tough.
That's better than saying a draw, bro. I'm behind you.
Yeah, love it. Just go 3-2 to the Saints. Armstrong, Prowse, and Tino. Bit of Tino time. Love that. Oh, Aaron here is going for a 4-2 to the Toon. Tom's even shot so late cutting grass. It's an admirable job. Someone's got to do it. He's going for a 1-0 Saints win. Saint 195 is going for 2-1. Armour to haunt the Geordies. That's what they call him. Is it Armour? I think they call him that. Joseph's going for a 4-2. Armstrong, Elliot, Newsy, Stevens, and wow, that would be.
Put money on that, bro. You will be a millionaire.
That'll be a big one. Jack, this is more your cup of tea. Jack Hussy's going for easy 3-0 win.
That's what I like to see.
So Chele's going for 1-1 with a Brazier to score.
Do me a favor.
Love the vlogs, guys. Cheers, guys. Really appreciate that. By the way, the last episode got 100 likes. Thank you so much. We don't normally have that, so we really appreciate that. And we certainly enjoy everyone being part of the show.
I want 200. I want more.
Can we get 100 likes on this? That would be the question. Yeah, smash that like button. Sicele's going 2-0, but 2-0 heart, but 1-1 head. Yeah, there we go. Max Walker's going for Adam Armstrong 2-goal, 2-0 to the Saints. Dan's going for 3-0 Saints. Bruce's team selection's been all over the place. I fancy it. Dan Hudson's going for 8-0. There we go. Final question here from Alex Newton. Predicted lineup. I honestly think that will be unchanged. I think that's just makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Would you make any changes?
Like I said, the only change I would probably like to see is maybe Teller come in. But because of having a game this week, I don't think it will happen this week. But I think eventually it will happen. So yeah, like you say, unchanged. I'd probably say. Yeah. Unless he goes a bit brave and starts Kyle Walker Peters at fullback, but who knows? I doubt it.
In what sense? What like and not
starting on the left like he has been and being like, let's see if Kyle can play on the left side.
Yeah. I thought he did great on the left.
So did I, but I also think Peru's doing great on the left. But I also think Livramento's doing great on the right.
Yeah.
Oh, what a feeling! And there's players in your team, nailed it.
I know. It is mad. I mean, I think Pereira had a great game. He looks quick, and he he reminds me. A lot of people said on preseason he reminds us of Cedric, but you know what? He reminds me of Cedric when Cedric was good.
Unlike the Cedric that's been starting for Arsenal recently.
Well, I just think, and we saw it as well against United, where Tino ordinarily would have been running right up the wing, which he did on occasion, but there were just times when we had the ball where he wasn't pushing quite as far forward, and there was a definite marker on that pitch where he was thinking, I've been told I'm not supposed to go further than here when we're in this particular shape. So there's obviously a lot of discipline going on that regard, whether that's because Peru was going to be going further up the pitch and then Tino was going to be sort of holding back at times. So there could be something going on there. But I just think in terms of those games where we only had one option, and it was Vestergaard pinging it up to Kyle Walker-Peters and Walker-Peters trying to get into the box somewhere. That was the route, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that was it. And now we've got options on the left and the right. Kind of mixes things up. So yeah, it's a definite.
I could also maybe see Elyounoussi starting over Gineppo.
Really?
Yeah, I just feel. Here's the thing. What again? I know it's one game. I know it's Newport. I know it's the League Cup. But has Elyounoussi got more goals and assists in that one game than Gineppo has all season or within the last two seasons? And I just feel like maybe Elyounoussi might just be a bit of a stronger head.
Yeah.
But again, it's just great to have options.
Yeah.
It's hard because we just want 8-0, and it's like, wow, there's some guys who should probably start. Who he had a hat trick and 3 assists. You got Roger at the top who scored 2. It's like maybe they should be starting. It's like maybe, but
that's the mad thing of it. But you got to put in perspective who we were playing. But to get that many assists and a hat trick yourself, that's quite a statement. The Saint 194 here but what a message was unchanged, say, after the others fought for their places in that 8-0. Yeah, it's a good point.
It would say there's a lot of depth in this side.
There's a lot of attacking depth.
Yeah.
I don't think there's. I think the midfield depth in the defensive role is a little bit light, but we talked about that. Peru's delivery is brilliant. Yeah, I thought he did great. Really,
I think it's great that we now have 3 left-footed players in the squad.
Mm-hmm.
That's a real adage to the team. It was kind of getting to a point where if a free kick or a corner wasn't on Prowse's side, we were all sort of like, wow, this is just a wasted set piece.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So there we go on that one. Now, I did promise that I'd talk about the club statement. Now, I've got the email here. As you know, there was a massive fiasco with the tickets going into the game on Sunday. Large amounts of the stadium were empty because there were about 2,000-3,000 fans outside still trying to get in, either by picking up their season tickets from the ticket office or just simply picking up tickets. So the club at halftime did make a big statement, say that the annual general sale tickets would be refunded of the game, and we've later found out that in fact it also includes season ticket holders. So if you're a season ticket holder, you will be receiving 1/19 of your season ticket money back as credit. So whatever you pay for your season ticket, do 1/19. Not sure how you do that as a calculation, but effectively you'll get one of those games put back as a credit. This credit, I'm just reading off the email here, this credit can be used against a season ticket renewal, tickets for home Premier League matches, coach travel, stadium tours. We haven't done that yet. We should do that.
We probably should.
The other events sold by the club at St Mary's at the end of the season. Any credit that is unused that will not be used against renewal can be requested back as a direct refund. There we go. But the interesting also as you read on, please note all away ticket holders will be refunded directly by Manchester United. So there is literally no matchday revenue being generated from this game, which is a massive loss. You play United at home. Okay, there's some United fans in the home section, but to help sell it out. But that's still And the only thing I can think of is the fact that this is an insurance thing because it's done by a third party now. So effectively, the club haven't lost out because there's no way we would have been so quick to go, "Is your money back?" I might be wrong on that. I might be completely wrong, but I would be very surprised. The fact that they were so quick to react and get a statement out at half time, but it was.
I think for me, it's either the fact that I remember in the press conference, Martin Semmens, I think he said they took out at the beginning of COVID, they took out a 75 million loan and they ended up spending 40 million of it. So for me, it's either they're like, it's all right, we did really well, we got plenty left, just give them their money back, or at the point where they're just like sitting and crying and laughing, like, it doesn't matter anymore, does it? Just give them the money back, just give them it. Who cares? Yeah. Who cares? Whatever.
It's that subsidiaries problem. And
whatever, just give it to them.
Yeah, but it is great PR from the club, and I think however it's been done, it's been handled fantastically well by Southampton Football Club. I was one of the lucky ones. I got my season ticket in the post on Friday, and my daughter's season ticket came through on the Saturday. So I was going to be one of the ones going down to St Mary's on the Saturday, queuing up round the stadium. As many had to, but thankfully I avoided that, and I arrived even earlier than I normally do on Sunday because I predicted with all the COVID precautions, the lateral flow tests, all this other stuff that there were, all the NHS passes, all that stuff. I was just picturing it was going to be an absolute mess. So I thought I'm going to get in there as early as I possibly can, and we were sat in our seats before they turned the music on, weren't they?
Oh, it's kind of a smart move, really, because it meant we could get the camera out a little bit and not be absolutely invaded by the boys are back in town. Although we were absolutely. But yeah, right. Me and you were with some of the lucky ones. My auntie and my cousin and my uncle, their first game, first season with a season ticket didn't go as well. Yeah, they sold their seats. St Mary's sold their seats. Their first day at St Mary's and with their new season tickets. They get there, season ticket hasn't arrived. Can we sit in our seats? No, I'm afraid we've sold them today. So have these ones in the chapel and we'll sort you out.
Did they get in time for kickoff though?
I think so, yeah. They got there with a decent time. I think they were only in the line for 10 minutes. I think the only thing that took them a while to get in was apparently there was trouble with the turnstiles as well, new turnstiles.
Oh, you're joking?
Yeah, people. Wow. I did notice that there were new things at the turnstile that they looked a bit different. They were no longer the slider in. They were apparently they stopped working for a second. So
I was surprised that they were a barcode.
You know
what I mean,
they're hard to get, aren't they? They were kind of hard to aim. I was like, okay, well,
yeah,
hard to see. Just to prove it.
There they are. I just haven't revealed any numbers. No, jolly good.
Yeah, I did think that. I put an Insta up and I was like, just make sure.
But yeah, it's interesting that there's no, because they were a chip last time, weren't they?
Yeah.
On the other ones, and there was it a barcode on these ones? No, none. So yeah, but yeah.
So a few teething pains. Obviously, October it's going to have that big. It's going to have a nice refurb. I think those new seats kind of make all the other seats look very grotty. All the new cushion seats in the stadium, you're like, oh, they look really nice. Why am I on this one? Why am I sat here?
Because you don't play $1,000 for your season ticket. I think
we play close to $1,000 though.
Yeah, it's true.
Let's not be too hoity-toity about it. We play a lot for that season ticket.
Yeah, now you've fallen out the subsidy as well. You're now an old man like the rest of us.
Exactly. I had to pay actual fares now. I hate it.
All whack. No, but it is expensive, and I think we have this chat with a lot of other fan channels as well. The fact that unfortunately the stadiums these days at the home games are a little bit quiet, and that's because a lot of the fans are priced out of the game. But the stadium does have a section that you can get season ticket for $3.99. I think they're still doing that. So yeah, there is options there, but sadly,
the problem with the ground is the two loudest sections of it are divided by an away section.
Yeah,
that's the problem. They didn't mention that in the fan forum the other week that it would be just too much money, but I say spend it. Spend it.
or like I said, like just build a second tier above the northern stand, like really high, and then just stick the away fans up there.
Yeah, they just have to go back to the gasworks. That'd be fine.
Yeah, yeah. In fact,
the Sky Vans had to park somewhere else.
Put them in the other stadium in Hampshire. That's the blue half, and then just give them big screens there. I'm not sure that's allowed, but Newcastle get away with the way they put their ones up there. So there we go.
Just sell the tickets restricted view. Restricted view. You're in Portsmouth.
Exactly. You got the M27 in the way. Tom brings an excellent point. My boy's season ticket is £19. That is a fantastic deal. If you want to book in the family section, I very nearly did this myself actually, but you can, as long as you have a season ticket holder, adult one, I think you can buy your children. I think was it under 11s or under 50. I can't remember what it was, but you can pick up a season ticket for a youngster for 19 quid. So bargain.
Good to go.
An offset. Yeah, absolutely. But I just really like our seats, so I can't.
Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? It is, because now I'm like, I really like it here. I don't want to move.
Yeah.
So maybe everyone get these views up, get the likes up, and eventually Saints will see us, and they'll be like, hey, you're not going to give you a season ticket, but have it for a child's price.
Under 11. Thank you, Tom. Yeah, it's a great deal from the club. Fantastic. Well, my goodness, we've been chatting for over an hour. Fair play. Give us a thumbs up in the chat section if you've stuck it out for the whole show. We really appreciate it. Any final thoughts going into this weekend's game, Jack?
I hope it's good, but I don't hope it's too good because I want to watch the good games. Win, but don't be like too good because I would like to. I want to be able to watch the games where we're really, really good.
Yeah, absolutely. You reminded me of that Toyota Spec was going. Don't spend the £1 refund at once because you get 1/19th of that back, Tom. There we go. Anyway, you got two. You got £2. There we go. Bargain. When you said win, you reminded me of that Seattle fan. Fight and win.
Fight and win.
Seattle. Sorry. But yeah,
because my Simpsons reference was so obscure.
Yeah, I can have a meme from an American sports show. Yeah, they're all welcome here. The most obscure notes of whatever. Anyway, yes, like you, I'm hoping for a win. I'd love that. But I think, going up against a side like Newcastle, it's a club that you don't want to lose against because they're going to be in and amongst it where we are towards the end of the season. So, yeah, I'm happy. I'd be to be honest, I'd be happy with us just not losing. But I think we can win. I think we can honestly win. So I'm happy with that. And David's just jumped on with a question. Of course, we've got Sheffield United away in the Carabao Cup draw, which the game's going to be during the week commencing the 20th of September. You fancy that one, Jack? We'll chat off here. It's fine. You happy with that draw, though?
Yeah, as always, I was always hoping that we would get Portsmouth, but they're not in it anymore, so we can't have them because they suck. So yeah, Sheffield United will be a good game
because they suck. Oh. Never change. Love that.
Tell me that they don't.
I can't.
Even Portsmouth fans now be like, yeah, we suck, but we're still Portsmouth fans. That's how they talk. And so yeah, Sheffield's fine. I'll take a Sheffield. Either one, but United will do the job.
Yes. Yeah. Indeed. No, nice. Yeah. No, I'm quite happy with that draw. Selfishly, kind of would prefer something a bit closer to home because you can go and watch it nice and easy. But
hey, mate, we go up to Sheffield. We'll take the Arctic Monkeys walking tour.
Yeah,
that must be a thing. Like if it's not a thing, it's a disgrace.
Yeah, no, we should definitely do that. Rock and roll. No, I'm happy with that. But we'll chat more about that. So,
yeah,
we shall see. Fantastic. Well, to finish off, I think it's only fair that we show that video again because I'm super happy with that. So instead of doing the end credits. We're going to sign off today with that first celebration of a goal at St Mary's, the first one that we've had to celebrate since February 2020. As always, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much for the support for the channel, because it really does mean a lot to the both of us. And we will see you in the next one. All right, see ya.